I am doing my personal quote and blog for the 10th of November 2022. My quote for today. We watch television and movies with the complicated plot twists, yet we are dealing with a reality that is filled with narcissists. What we do and where we go from here is going to be like heading into a new frontier. There are problems and issues that we cannot foresee, and that is because too many refuse to come together or agree. All we can do is embrace this moment in time, strap on our work boots, and continue to climb. And my blog for today. I watch in curiosity to those personality quirks that arise in others when they are stressed, feel uncomfortable, or are under the influence of ego patterns that have not yet been healed or allowed to go into places of more conscious awareness. We all have them. We all have moments when our defensive postures take over and our behavior does not reflect the true and genuine reflections of our authentic core. For me, it often happens when I'm frightened and under tremendous stress. It also happens because I am so sensitive to the energy of others. That is probably why I live in the redwoods, mostly alone, just with my husband. I seem to be very vulnerable to the distortions that others manifest when they too are under stress. Fear creates a telepathic agreement field of energy that explodes out of others and can easily infect those around them. I like to call it getting slimed. When others are in fear or needing or feeling insecure, myself included, we escalate our voices, become emphatic or absolute, need our opinion to be the correct one, and go into defensive patterns that are off-putting to others that are suddenly and they are suddenly wondering how they stepped into a domain of aggression and upset. I personally hate even observing such interactions. They are false, shallow, fear-based, and show the petty side of humanity in its worst light. Problem is that unless someone that we trust can reflect it back to us with love in a way that we can see, we are often blind to those behaviors until much later. This is where my mantra comes in for myself. No matter what, no matter what, no matter what, be kind. So when I see those patterns, I try to take a breath, but when they go too far, I definitely will let somebody know that they have overstepped the line. Humanity has patterns that make us weak and vulnerable to ridicule when we come from our insecurities rather than being honest with a vulnerability that is honest and compassionate. Notice those behaviors that are off-putting and notice why they have arisen in that moment. What is the energy that sets us off? Then work on that insecurity so that we can become aware and not fall into those old behaviors that trap us and make us feel separate and alone. Thanks, everyone.